My feet so fat I can't get into my roller skates. My neck and chest don't fit anymore. Look at this. It's a stick up. It don't work. I do this at a bank robbery, I look like a fool.
He'll look like a fool because his feet are fat, can't fit into his roller skates. Hey, what's up, pups? Welcome to another episode of the Power Up Podcast. Just show that takes a look at what's happening in pop culture, the news, good, bad, or ugly, sometimes spiritual, if it seems appropriate, with the goal of just keeping ourselves up to date and to also give my 2 cents in, because who else is doing this? But hopefully just also trying to encourage people to not give up hope in the term of the nostalgic flame that I think is dying due to DEI bullshit. But we can bring it back. Let's just bring it back to like late 90s, not just late 90s, 90s, 80s, early 2000s, where everything just seemed, possible. The world was your oyster. If you enjoy the show, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Right now, we're on YouTube, Rumble, and X. And then I will be heading back home for the holidays. So with at least the show, we won't be doing that just because I won't have... Well, technically my headphones have built-in microphones, but it's probably going to be hot garbage. But we're also going to try to at least do some game streaming still. But appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We got some articles here today. And yeah, let's hop into it. Let's get the show on the road, if you will. We got some a lot of interesting stories here from the past couple days, past week or so. Oh yeah, I adjusted my camera. That's right. Whoops. Uh-oh. Boomer moment. Let's see. Oh man, then I just look stretched out. Well, this sucks. Yeah. Just do that. Whoop. Look at that. Oh. On the fly fixing it. Doesn't look super centered, but whatever. We're good. Good enough. So this comes from Video Game Chronicle here. So Black Myth Wukong director reportedly expresses disappointment over Game Awards snub. Yes, I did watch the Game Awards. A bunch of bullshit. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Totally rigged. Sony paid. Completely pointless nowadays, I would think, because it's one big circle jerk of, developers who just want to push an ideology as opposed to making good games, and you're retarded journalist. You're game journalists out there. You're shills and all that. Oh, wow. According to this, he wrote his Game Awards victory speech 2 years ago. Oh, my friend. We should have just told them, been like, look, you're gonna get gypped. Like, don't even bother. Like, don't fall for it, So Black Myth Wukong director Feng Ji has posted a lengthy statement thanking fans for their support following the Game Awards and expressing disappointment that the game science action title didn't come away with the headline Game of the Year award. The hugely popular single-player title won the action game and the community-voted Players' Voice Awards. Again, it doesn't matter. To these people, the community-voted award doesn't mean shit. Voice Awards at the Game Awards, but it missed out on the Game of the Year, which was won by Sony's Astrobot. Now, I've heard that one is good, but yeah. Again, notice how there was very little Nintendo. Only one, I believe, Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. But of course, it's not going to win anything. Not with this. In a post on the Chinese social media site Weibo, which has been machine translated, Feng Ji reportedly claims that he even wrote his acceptance speech for the Game Awards 2 years ago. The post reportedly reads, "In the end, it won the best action and player's voice, especially the player's voice, which is gratifying, but I must admit that there are disappointments and regrets." What regrets? The games nominated this year are all excellent, but I really don't understand the selection criteria for this year's Game of the Year. I came here for nothing. My friend, it is rigged. That is the reason. Like, these are not voted by actual gamers. These are voted by people who pay the most. From yesterday to now, I have also seen strong dissatisfaction, unwillingness, and unhappiness in the comments of many players. I'd be right there with you. You guys got fucked over, and you guys got bad headlines made by weirdos and buckfutters who pushed a false narrative and, you know, got you screwed over, and then you create an awesome game, and then, you know, I'm just I'm just saying the stuff that tons of other people have said too. But I mean, you got to say it. It's absolutely retarded. Was this released for PC? Ah, man, I still wish I could get a PS5, even just because I have a bunch of PS4 physical copies. I'd just get it just for that, just to move on from the next system. Anyway, but I do want to play this game. I'm trying to get through my backlog list. Ooh, where were we? Here we go. Most of them expressed in a humorous and deconstructive way, which is hilarious. The translation continues. I can fully understand this unwillingness to sympathize with this unhappiness because I know that behind these emotions, it's not pain and malice, but self-esteem and self-confidence. It's unclear if the tone of the post is sarcastic or joking, as several phrases in the post are humorous in tone. However, following the Game Awards, it was claimed by former Sony Santa Monica writer Alana Pierce that an unnamed developer from Game Science was seen crying when Astrobot was announced as the winner of Game of the Year. Video Game Chronicle has reached out to Game Science for the comment. So Black Myth Wukong has been a huge commercial success since it was released earlier this year, selling over 20 million copies across PC and PS5. Oh, that answered my question. It's on PC. Within days of release, it's attracted over 1.44 million concurrent players on Steam, according to Tracker Steam charts, which means it's already the platform's fourth biggest game in terms of concurrent players. According to Chinese-based journalist and game industry consultant Danielle Camilo, Game Science wants to launch an expansion for the game to coincide with the Chinese New Year, which begins on January 29th, 2025. And then you can read their Video Game Chronicles a review of it. Yeah. But there you go. Yeah, that sucks to be disappointed. It should have won something. But again, rigged. And you know damn well it's going to be rigged. Until an actual, real Game Awards comes around. Hopping on over to That Park Place, Sweet Baby Inc. client Remedy Entertainment overhauls hiring process, ends mandatory pronoun declarations. Well, it never should have been made mandatory to begin with. So Remedy Entertainment, a well-known client of Sweet Baby Inc. and the studio behind the Alan Wake series, removed mandatory pronoun selections from its job applications, according to, Smash JT, okay. On paper, Remedy Entertainment seems like the last gaming company that would reject divisive and oh my gosh, going to be this word. Exclusionary hiring process. Divisive and exclusionary hiring process. There you go. Say that 5 times fast, because apparently I can't. Sweet Baby Inc. client has a long-standing history of advocating against the straight white males working in the gaming industry, even though said straight white males literally make up the gaming industry. And I never understood this. I do not understand why these people can just not accept the fact that that's just how it is. Like, they're so ass mad about it. And it's just like, dude, that's how it became. That's how it is. Like, fucking accept it. Like, for heaven's sakes. Anybody who loves gaming, come on in. That could be man, woman. Just come on in. Enjoy it. Have a good time. But these people don't want to. They're terrorists. They're weeds. They're activists. They see this as a problem. Would the gaming industry even be like, would it have grown to where it is today if it wasn't for the dreaded straight white male that you guys hate so much? However, according to YouTuber Smash JT, the Alan Wake developer has taken a step towards actual inclusive hiring by removing mandatory pronoun selections from employee applications. The developer made news when Alan Wake 2 community manager Vida Starcevek expressed frustration with influencers agencies that pitched games featuring wall-to-wall white men. Starcevek, who apparently still works at Remedy, has frequently spoken out about implementing racial and gender quotas in the gaming industry. The company also worked extensively with Kim Belair's Sweet Baby Inc., a narrative consultancy firm known for pushing DEI narrative elements into AAA games, even though they claimed in that one, what would you call it, panel, that they don't do that. No. We just direct you when it comes to narrative stories of, what people should be involved in. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, includes God of War Ragnarok, haven't played it. Spider-Man 2, haven't played it. Suicide Squad, definitely will not play it. And Remedy's Entertainment's commercial flop, Alan Wake 2. Notice how they're all sequels, and notice how they have all been bastardized. Except Suicide Squad, but whatever. While Alan Wake 2 received critical praise, there's not much financial success that comes from that these days, Smash JT said in his official write-up. Virtue signaling cannot be exchanged at banks for cash. It failed to connect with players who actually purchase games. The disconnect here was clearly exacerbated by the game's controversial market and narrative choices, rumored waist-swapped protagonist, and other story directions that alienated portions of the fan base Remedy once so effortlessly captured. Now it seems things might be changing at Remedy. An anonymous insider contacted Smash, alerting him to a hiring policy change that removes pronoun selections from the application process. What do we got? He, him, she, her, they, them. I mean, all that can just be erased. In fact, all of this could just be erased in general. Zem, stupid. You're literally just taking he, him, and then just replacing it with a H. Like, oh my gosh. Again, bastardizing anything. Wait, what is this one? A-M? I-M? What? Her, here. Wait, her, here. Facer. Hoo. These are all retarded. Oh my gosh. The original application seen above, that would be what we just looked at, had all this crap. However, look at that. It's gone. However, Remedy's current application removes this feature entirely. The updated application simply asks you for your name, email address, phone number, and resume while providing a box in which an applicant can include a message like a cover letter. While the removal of pronouns from job applications is finally a step in the right direction, it remains to be seen if they'll actually implement it and a genuine shift back to prioritizing talent and skill over ideological quotas. Smash JT said, if Remedy wants to preserve its legacy and financial visibility or viability, maybe visibility too, I don't know, we're seeing it bleed, these changes must continue to happen. And then the standard Pat Park Place question, do you believe Remedy is turning over a new leaf? The leaf will be officially turned over when all the weeds and all the terrorists and all the bastardizers are removed. That's what I think. And like what many others have said, is to go ahead and make your own game. If you want it to be 100% DI, go ahead. Don't cry when it falls to victim of a Concord or a Dustborn, because it will fail. If you want to waste your money doing that, making a game like that, by all means, go ahead and do it. No, A lot of people say, we don't care. Go ahead and do it. We ain't buying it because we're not retarded, but go and do it. And then you'll wind up pulling an old Concorde, pulling a Barb, if you will. So bounding into comics, The Witcher 4, which I've seen, I'm not up to date with The Witcher at all. I know back in the day someone told me to play The Witcher 3. I think I have it like on Steam, but still haven't played it yet. So according to this, big thing is this person can't be a Witcher from what I've read and what I've seen people who've, I'll take them at face value, have read the lore and the books and stuff, and have given plenty of reasons for me to believe that indeed she cannot be a Witcher. The dev team is saying Ciri's story will not break any canon or even offend canon. Do I have like an appropriate like video clip? I don't have a bullshit. I need to add like Commando Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's like bullshit and punches Bennett.
Why do you disappoint me? Second by second, you waste my time.
I mean, that can be applied to any video game studio out there. Why do you disappoint me? Second by second, you waste my time. In attempting to quell player concerns surrounding the highly anticipated sequel's first trailer, the dev team behind the upcoming Witcher 4 says that, contrary to whispers on the internet, the game's story will not mess up with the series' established canon. Sure. So debuting to the public on December 12th during the 2024 The Game Awards, the first trailer for CD Projekt Red's next big release finds Ciri now adventuring on her own, attempting to save a young girl from being ritually sacrificed to the Bok, a new creature with the ability, as explained by game director Sebastian Kalemba to IGN, to smell your fear, to be able to play with your traumas, to paralyze you. Eventually engaging the monster in battle, Ciri emerges victorious, following a particularly harrowing back and forth thanks to her chugging of an unidentified Witcher potion, its magical properties augmenting her natural abilities and giving her the edge over her prey. Unfortunately, her efforts ultimately prove fruitless, as she soon discovers that the girl's village, still fearful of the monster and unaware that it no longer lives, took her sacrifice into their own knife-wielding hands. So following the trailer's premiere, Ciri's apparent promotion to full-blown Witcheress had fans abuzz with what possible implications this change could have for the series' already established lore, as neither the books nor video games have ever seen a woman survive the hardships of their requisite trial of the grasses. Notably, that no woman has ever been a Witcher is not due to an explicit message or measures being taken to prevent them from either taking the test or completing it, as evidenced by the fact that in Andrzej Sapkowski's first The Witcher novel, Blood of Elves, Triss genuinely feared that the Witchers of Kaer Morhen wanted to subject a young Ciri to the trial. Rather, the discrepancy is due to the trial's hardship being so physically demanding that due to their naturally strong bodies, they are usually only survived by the men. So, however, according to both the aforementioned Kalemba and CD and Projekt Red's franchise and lore designer Cyan Mar, these changes to Ciri's character will not come at the expense of the series' canon, but will instead represent a natural evolution of her character. That an evolution of an already established character means that it's what? Yeah, we're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna do anything that isn't canon. We're just gonna take what's already canon and change it completely. It's called evolution. That's literally what the retarded evolution theory is all about. one thing literally becomes something completely different. Oh my gosh. During a recent interview with IGN's Matt Purslow, after providing confirmation that Siri had successfully completed the trial of the grasses, Kalemba praised her new turn, asserting, "I love this grit in her. She's almost obsessed with the way she lives," she said. "There are some moments where you have to go with your heart instead of always going with the calculated calls. That could get you, death. And this is what I love in Siri. She's less calculating, following her heart, her passion, her gut feeling." So literally the woke ideology. And they already, oldified her. I know a lot of people were giving this shit that she doesn't look anything like the already established model, which, I mean, I know I'm getting tired of this chubbiness that they always add right here every time. Can we not just have a thin fucking face? I don't think she's too terrible, but yeah, there's always this aging process that they always have to slap on. So turning to how the Witcheress differed from her mentor and predecessor, Geralt, the game director asserted, "We want to let the players try to define her. She's about to form her own codex on her own terms," Kalemba said. "The way she's actually deals with the monsters, the way she deals with quests, the adventures, in her own unique way." And my voice keeps cracking. So this is what I don't get. Well, I take that back. I know what's happening. I can see. But I hate this crap. This is what a lot of these gaming companies are doing. They're taking a franchise, bastardizing it, and saying, well, it's The Witcher, but she's not actually a Witcher. It's well, then don't say you're trying to add on to the story and stuff. Or oh, no, we're not going to change the canon or anything like that. It's dude, you're literally taking everything that was established in canon and then saying, yeah, we're just going to do something different. But it's not ruining it. It's oh my gosh. What's up, Komanga? Siri becoming a Witcher is not possible because lore has it that men are only capable of being... Yeah, this article just covered it. To this end, Mar then added that rather than just ignoring each player's respective playthroughs from The Witcher 3, in particular, which of the game's multiple endings they received, Siri's new turn would unfold naturally in a way that made sense regardless of how a respective playthrough ended. Oh my gosh. They're claiming that, oh, don't worry. It's totally going to make sense. Yeah, sure. Oh, here you go. This is what she looks like. Again, this to me doesn't make sense. And I've seen people try to I saw someone trying to cope really hard, going, "Oh, technically in science, your skull still grows, your forehead grows out, your chin goes here." This doesn't explain the fatness. If she is out in the wild fighting multiple times, doing X and Y, Z, why are there signs of fatness? What is wrong with this? How much of a time skip are we talking here? The one complication is probably the idea that there is an ending in which Ciri can die in The Witcher 3, said Mar, though he did not note that this particular ending would not present a problem, as there are hints in the ending that highlight the fact that she probably does not die. Is that actually true, or are you just pulling bullshit out of your tight asshole? Well, who knows? He could be gay. They gave Ciri the alloy chubby cheeks. And in bringing this part of the discussion to a close, the CD Projekt Red designer The Witcher 4 assured Purslow and his readers that Ciri's adventure will not, quote, break any canon or even offend any canon. Well, the minute you announced it, you already offended the canon, apparently. At current, The Witcher 4 is yet to receive an official release date. Well, there you go. So literally what this article has told me, and I'm not criticizing the article itself, I'm talking about this guy, is literally, trust me, bro, it ain't broken. The canon's fine. That's literally all this douchebag said. It will not break the canon. I am not. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. All right. Well, there's your Witcher 4 information here. I mean, it's news to me. I know some of these articles are rather old, but for me, they're new since I've just been busy working. This caught my eye. Xbox won't have exclusives going forward, it's been claimed. All Xbox first-party games are reportedly being planned for PlayStation 2. This comes from Video Game Chronicle. Terrible picture to use for the article, but whatever. The days of Xbox exclusive are reportedly numbered. That's according to Windows Central Executive Editor Jez Corden, who discussed his understanding of Microsoft's first-party strategy in a series of X posts this weekend. So they won't have exclusives going forward. Everything is timed exclusive at most, he claimed. If some games are exclusive, it's going to be incidental at best. The case-by-case argument is by and large going to be multi-platform, timed, and with maybe a few outliers, Corden later added. And responding to a user who said they don't believe Xbox's upcoming Fable game would come to PlayStation, he wrote, that game was monstrously expensive. It might not be day one, but it'll come with the current plan in place, IMO. Xbox first announced in February plans to bring a wave of games to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch in what appeared to be a significant change of strategy, starting with Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded. And then later, they announced Doom: The Dark Ages for Series XS, PC, and PS5, and confirmed that the PS5 version of its Indiana Jones game will be released next year. So last month, Microsoft CEO Phil Spencer reiterated that the company won't rule out any first-party Xbox game potentials coming to rival platforms such as PlayStation and Nintendo in the future. Matt Booty, Microsoft's president of game content and studios. What a terrible last name. I'm sorry. He must have gotten shit on like in high school. Also told Variety this month, we are very much making the quote, brackets, exclusivity and windowing decision on a game-by-game basis, and each of our studios is in a little bit of a different position. There's also the production timeline on a game, so the decision on spacing comes there first. We want to make sure there's a great experience for our Xbox players, and then the gap between when it becomes available on PlayStation is as much a production decision as it is anything else. Well, there you go. I don't know. Whatever. It's like, I stopped giving a crap about Microsoft a while ago. Everything is like burning to the ground, and we need to put the fire out desperately. And we need to remove the origin of the fire too. The only flame I want to see is that nostalgic flame burning brightly. All right, so here's one of the main topics that kind of caught my eye. We've got two from Pixar Animation and That Park Place. Or from Niche Gamer, sorry. So Disney cancels divisive Pixar content, declares parents, quote, prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children. This should just be common sense. Like, good job, Disney. Way to, finally take a look in the mirror and way to do something that was kind of done in the past when Walt Disney was there. You have Walt Disney and then you have Disney. Disney sucks ass. Walt Disney was good. So Disney, the same studio behind Lightyear, has cut a Pride-related gender-focused storyline from Pixar's forthcoming series, Win or Lose. In an astounding about-face, the company stated that parents should have the freedom to address such topics with their children when they feel when it's appropriate. You want to know when that time that you feel that it's appropriate? It's when they're actually an adult. Because then you can just go, I don't care what you do, but till you're an adult, XYZ. It's amazing in how we've gotten to this point of this discussion. You know what? Yeah, maybe the parents should have the freedom to address topics. Wow, that's like what we've been saying this whole time. In fact, that was literally how, reality was back in the day. Till all this insanity reared its ugly head. Till all this demonic bullshit started spewing from the bowels of hell. This move comes as a shock, considering that Walt Disney Company has often embraced identity politics, injecting divisive content into children's programming at nearly every opportunity. Always with children, too, by the way. So, win or lose, it's a Pixar original series following middle school co-ed softball team called The Pickles. Oh, Rugrats. As they prepare for the championship game, each episode of this limited series explores the home life of a different character, including coaches, umpires, and the middle school age players themselves. One of the 8 episodes originally featured lines focusing on a character who identifies as a gender differed from their anatomy. However, Disney confirmed to The Hollywood Reporter that it has cut those lines and the character's pride-centric storyline from the show. When it comes to animated content for a younger audience, we recognize that many parents would prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children on their own terms and timelines, a Disney spokesperson said in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter. The character remains in the show despite the removed storyline. Sources close to the production says Disney made this decision several months ago, though the company declined further comment. Disney's stance surprised many, given how the company landed in hot water with the Florida state government for publicly opposing the Parental Rights and Education bill. Yeah, like, fuck Disney. Yeah, they're finally feeling the heat. They have that. Gina Carano's lawsuit. This legislation aimed to give parents more influence in their children's education by limiting teachers from sharing divisive content in the classroom. Disney's opposition to the bill earned the ire of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who dissolved Walt Disney World's special Reedy Creek Improvement District. Analysts estimated that this loss will ultimately cost Disney's upward of $1 trillion. Disney's about-face on this topic likely has to do with the ideological shift. Rather, the company learned costly lessons by trying to push the kind of content in children's programming. 2022 Pixar film Lightyear featured a same-gender kiss and performed poorly at the box office. And then there's your numbers. Who gives a shit? Later that same year, Disney's animation film Strange World includes similar content. Earned a total of $73.6 million against a $180 million budget. Analysts estimated that Strange World lost the Walt Disney Company nearly $200 million with marketing costs factored in. Good. Burned to the ground. Inside 2 reportedly removed divisive content, and look at that. Did well. Amazing. And then, The Acolyte. Also mentioning Star Wars and Marvel properties that pushed divisive themes, failed spectacularly at the box office and now on Disney+. Perhaps Disney has finally seen the writing on the wall. Is the company ready to change its position? I don't think they're ready to change because demons fight pretty hard till you call upon you call upon Christ and then they skedaddle. But no. No, not until these demons get sent back to the abyss. I like to think it's doing. I think once Gina wins her cases, then we will start seeing stuff. But I wonder if Niche Gamer has any additional information. Each episode. Okay, so it's kind of explaining the same thing. One was originally set to be transgender. When it comes to animated content for younger audience, recognize we've read this. Discuss certain subjects with their children on their own terms and timeline. And while the character's transgenderism has been cut from the show, the character still remains in the show, and apparently a few lines of dialogues were cut. But cut it about a couple from the show months ago. Yeah, pretty much the same thing, except we get some more info about what the show is. Will Forte as Coach Dan, the coach of the Pickle softball team, as well as Isaac Wang as Huen, Joe Firestone as Sweaty, Milan Ray as Rochelle, Josh Thompson as Frank, Aaron Keefe as Lena, Rosa Salazar as Vanessa, Rochelle's mom, and Roseanne Jean Foss as Lori. And then set to be exclusive on Disney Plus February 19th. Okay, so nothing really new in terms of like this one. But good. We are definitely seeing some fight back. That's good. But we aren't done yet, that's for sure. All right, so pretty much like the biggest one that's happened right now is, of course, with the Game Awards, the trailer for Naughty Dog's Shills, or Naughty Dog and the Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. This comes from Fandom Pulse because the Shills are coping hard. Because this trailer got massive downvoted. They disabled comments immediately when it was revealed. And they are just getting their shit kicked in. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion. This is just me. I think this Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, is trying to be the new golden calf. It's a biblical reference that, like, they are desperately trying to find a video game here that is a successful DEI infused garbage. And at first, I truly believe it was The Last of Us Part 2, but we saw how no one gives a shit about that anymore. And we saw the amount of returns from that game. So again, yeah, it sold well, and all the pre-orders, all the stuff that they try to go like, oh, it sold so well when it came out, pre-orders and all that stuff. But look at the returns. Look how no one gave a crap when what remaster now or what remake? Like they keep remastering this damn game. Like at some point, the characters are just going to be blobs because how much like uglifying can you like make someone, So, we all know Cuckman. We all know that he caters to, let's be real, like, very plain women. Like, and, this one's getting shitted on because of the shaved head, which is retarded, by the way. Very few people can pull off the shaved head. But the Naughty Dog shills are super coping. Trailer gets massive downvote. So Naughty Dog shills are not handling the reaction to the Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet trailer very well and are attempting to cope to the mass dislike of the trailer. So the trailer on PlayStation's YouTube channel currently has 1.7 million views, 86,000 likes, and 203,000 dislikes. Oof. Oof. There you go. Ouch. And I'm going to assume it probably went down more. I guess I could find it real quick. Let's see here. Intergalactic. Let's see. This is from the PlayStation one. Let's see what we got here. Pause it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Here you go. Boop. Hopefully you guys can see it. Right there. Oh, man, it's gone up. Thumbs up went up from 86K to 88K, but woo. Look at that. Look at that. While we're here, let's take a gander at Oh no, I was gonna say let's look at the comments, but I literally just said that they disabled the comments because they're a bunch of little bitches. That's funny. So, and on Naughty Dog's channel, the game has 1.1 million views, 60,000 likes, and 144,000 dislikes. And the Naughty Dog shills are not taking it well at all. Over on the Naughty Dog subreddit, oh gosh, apparently some guy implored others to not look at the like and dislike ratio, but rather the likes to views ratio. The user wrote, the fans are excited. People disliking were never going to buy the game anyway. Dude, you were going to buy the game just for this alone. Shut the fuck up. This game will be amazing. He then shared a comparison of Intergalactic's trailer with Helldivers 2 and Mafia: The Old Country. Voice actor for Intergalactic exposed as another LGBT. Of course they are. Dude, it's Kuckerman. He's going to do everything. Maybe throw in Laura Bailey somewhere and those, you know, the constant voice actors that we see over and over again. I like Laura Bailey. I know she voiced Abby. She herself as a person didn't deserve to get shitted on, but like Abby sucks. Mostly because I think because her and Travis, her husband, originally are from Texas. I feel I personally feel there's some conservative stuff behind them, in them, but obviously being surrounded by a bunch of liberals. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. One of the very few people in the voice acting industries I kind of still have some respect for. Based on the screenshot above, there you go, only 4.89% of people who viewed the Intergalactic trailer gave it a like. In comparison, 5.47% of people who watched the Helldivers 2 trailer gave it a like. Mafia: The Old Country was liked by 4.35% of all the people who viewed it. So even using the individual's argument, it doesn't even work for Helldivers 2. So for clarity's sake, the current ratios are 5.05% on PlayStation trailer, 5.45% on the Naughty Dogs trailer. Nevertheless, the response to the post were predictable. One wrote, just ignore these people the way they should ignore something they aren't into. All they want is attention. There's a million games out there if they don't like what Naughty Dog is doing. There's plenty of popular games that aren't my thing. You know how I handle them? I don't play them. But you assholes are the ones that saying games need to be like this. They need to be like this because of the straight white men that make up the gaming industry, or I guess the gaming sphere, you could say. Another wrote, just let these people be miserable. This game benefits you way more than them, so power to you. I just hate people on the internet sometimes. Yeah. Still baffled that 180K people would be so miffed over a bald head that they go out of their way to dislike a YouTube video. Aren't you supposed to make judgment on trailers? Isn't that the whole point? Like, it's a space game. Hello, Ripley. I get this person is not Ripley. I can guarantee you they are not fucking Ripley. Oh my gosh. I get they're beyond sense, and this happens to so many games now, but yikes, another wrote. Yikes. Edit, nasty comments with thousands of likes, too. Reminds me of the reaction to Angela in Silent Hill 2, which eventually released to universal acclaim from critics and players. So... Oh, yeah, did Silent Hill win anything? No. And I said the Silent Hill 2 rake is nothing but smokes and mirrors, too, by the way. Which is funny, because people like this person right here were coping with when people were saying, why did Angela and, Mary or Maria look like shit in Silent Hill 2? And then they coped by saying, well, in the original concept art, they were chunky. Okay, so concept art is supposed to be the final end-all be-all, right? Well, then turns out that the concept art of the remake, they were thinner. So why didn't they go with that? So someone else wrote, another wokeness crusade from the grifters to cash in on. Opinion immediately discarded because they used the word grifter. Like, that means nothing now. So someone put it, a Naughty Dog reveal was a true early holiday gift. Fuck the haters. They obviously know what they are doing, and this game is going to blow us away in ways that only Naughty Dogs can. Oh, they're going to blow you all right. But... Imagine actually pressing the dislike button over this trailer. So weird. Looks amazing and I can't wait. I love the new word psyop weird. Like, this is what they were trying to do with like JD Vance and stuff like that. When number one, you know, conservatives have been saying weird for so long. I shouldn't even just say conservatives. I've said weird plenty of times way before these douchebags started saying this. And they really try pushing hard the weird word psyop. It's so funny to me. What a bunch of fags. But yeah, I ain't getting this game. I don't know about you guys. I'm not getting it. And let's be real. We know what's going to happen. It's Naughty Dog. Just because you saw a bald head doesn't mean it was going to do with it. Dude, we saw The Last of Us Part 2. It's going to be exactly what we're thinking of. Let's not kid ourselves here. Well, that's all I have, like, article-wise from, like, the ups and downs of pop culture. So I always like to try to end on something that's more uplifting. Pokemon, the collectible card game, Pocket's newest set, Mythical Island, is out now. Just because I still try to collect the old Dragon Ball Z collectible card game, trading cards. So this caught my eye. Just something fun. Includes over 80 cards. It's out now. Apparently it's set in Mythic Island. That's cool. Set includes 68 standards, at least 20 secret cards. 5 new EX cards have also been introduced as part of the new expansion. Experience wonder and whimsy with the new expansion's worth of cards coming to the Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Read an official description of the set. You got classic mythical Pokemon Mew. I like Mew. Mew is one of my favorite. And Celebi, powerful Pokemon EX, ready to get extra magic to your collection. Alongside the new cards, several new single-player missions have been introduced to the game, allowing players to earn more pack hourglasses, shop tickets, and other rewards. Is this from, like, the... like, I started playing a little bit of, like, the game. So I'm wondering if it, like, is this, like, actual trading cards, or is this, like, just the online game? Earlier this month, they released the first roadmap. Oh, it's for the mobile game and detailed some updates that will be coming soon. New booster packs by the end of the year. In addition, we are aimed to feature. Man, I miss opening up card packs. I did a boxing. I should try looking for more Panini Dragon Ball Z card games. I used to play the shit out of the Dragon Ball Z card game back in the day. Still have all my collection, too. I had to sell a lot of it just because I was struggling at the time. You know, it'd be nice to get them back one day. But then again, a lot of the stuff I sold was stuff I didn't pull or anything. I kept the ones I pulled. So let's end this with what games were released today. Nice. We got Mega Man. December 17th was released in Japan 37 years ago, 1987. Final Fantasy II, which would be Final Fantasy 4. Is that how that went, right? Because 3 was 6, all that. 1988, that was the year I was born. 36 years ago. Oh, that means I'm 36 years old. Aye! Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. Ooh, Mega Man X. There you go. The Peacekeepers. I actually played the arcade version. That one's pretty good. That's a good beat 'em up. I think. Could have been a little bit better, but I enjoyed it. Rhapsody, A Musical Adventure. Oh, nice. Wow, a lot of good games. Suikoden 2. Thousand Arms, Chocobo's Dungeon 2. Mario Party 2. Final Fantasy X. Fantasia Star. What is that? 4. Final Fantasy 13. Queen's Blade. Damn. Mega Man 8? Hey, I just got done playing Mega Man 8. I need to play Mega Man 9. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Wow, there was a lot of good games out here. And then moving over to Moby Games, they have more of a world release of stuff. Let's see what we've got. Like we said, Mega Man and Final Fantasy 2. Hey, Kirby's Dream Land for the United Kingdom came out. Fire Striker. That just caught my eye. I just thought it was like the name. Feel like GameFAQs got a lot of the good ones, but let's see what else we got. Ooh, the Xbox version of Max Payne. I like the Max Payne trilogy. It was good. Oh, nice. Metal Slug Advance in France. That rhymed. Feel like I've been seeing a lot of the Prince of Persia remake. The jewel case version for Windows for Russia. Virtua Tennis 4. PlayStation Vita version, Japan. Virtua Tennis. I like me a good tennis game because I used to play tennis. Landmine Larry. Now we're getting into 2020s, which I feel the gaming industry kind of dips off a little bit. Yep. There we go. Lots of solid games, though. That's really good. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We were on YouTube, Rumble, and X. Make sure to give a like and subscribe, or you can follow me on X. And then you can find my other social media listed in my link tree or in the description. Thanks for helping boost the channel. So we won't be having any Power Up podcasts within the next 2 weeks here, 2 weeks and a half, because I'll be going back home for the holidays. But I should be able to stream still, at least game streaming. And possibly might have a mic. My headphones have a built-in mic, but it might sound really bad. So we might just have straight playthrough. I can try to figure out something, though. But I'll still try to do that. I might actually be able to still play Tomb Raider, maybe finish Tomb Raider 3, just because my old computer has it on there. But we'll see. We'll see. But yes, I'll be traveling tomorrow, so hopefully I will see you guys around. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Whoops, did not. There you go. I used my ending background to because I don't have this plane. I was trying to figure out how to do it, but we'll just throw that back up there. And then we'll switch on over to that. Technically, we are ending, so that is quite appropriate. Anywho, let's see. Anybody online we can redirect over on YouTube or anything? Nope. Not that I'm seeing, and also not on Rumble. See ya, Komanga. But yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and sign off. You guys have a good rest of your night. Take care. I'll catch you guys on the flip side and hopefully get everything situated back home. And then I'll do some gaming. But until then, God bless. Take care. I'll see you then.